Shalom, y'all. I know it's a little, you know what I mean? It's probably mad early where you guys are at. Brother just got back from out of town. Had some, you know what I mean? As a Elder Bakwash would say, some things on my mind, some things on my mind. So, you know what I mean? So, but I seem to have lost something of utmost importance. So just give me like a couple, like a minute real quick. You know what I mean? I'll be back to, no, like the shit that I'm about to tell you is, I'm going to back it up. Of course, the shit I'm about to say, but just give me a little bit. I have to find something of importance, of extreme importance. Just give me like a minute. So just give me a second. Yeah, I lost my shit. Just hold on a second. What is going on, bro? My shit is gone, bro. Oh, not that. God damn. I don't know where. My brother just got back from out of town. We went to this resort It was cool. We were there for like 2 days. So I just got back in town, and I had to take care and shit, taking care of the whatever. I was like, well, I paid for StreamYard, and I had these like thoughts. I always I'm always thinking, and I don't know if y'all like noticed this. First off, let me say something real quick. I'm gonna be all over the place as usual when it's like, even though this is like a weird way to put it, when it's like that time of the month. But I ain't talking about what you probably think I'm talking about. I'm talking about you, if you know what I'm talking about. Start thinking a lot. So let me say this real quick. People like you might be like, Judah, like what does this even have to do with anything? But like just hear me out. People like chase riches. Like Yahweh's been showing me like a lot of stuff, right? And I know it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, you had your nose in the book and you did all this, whatever. But like as what you can clearly see, like what the name of the video is, like motherfucker, like time is speeding up. You probably haven't like noticed because look, bruh. I'm telling you, look, time is speeding up. I'll prove it scientifically. It's gonna say it's your perception, but if you understand psychology, that's what we teach over here, the Torah, right? When you understand psychology and the spirit and just your basic senses of the mind, and then like the additional gifts of the spirit, right? How it gives you, like it's like this intellect, prophecy, like understanding riddles, knots. You see like life totally different, right? And especially when you like understand when how it like gives you like wisdom and understanding, and you're like consumed in this, like I call it the water and the truth, the Torah. You be so consumed in that stuff that like, you know what I mean? Time's like going. I'll give you an example, right? It don't matter how old you are. If you were like 30 right now, you were 24 years old when the pandemic hit. 24. 2020. Did you try to act like there was the only thing to remember about 2020 was that was the beginning year of the pandemic. We're in 2026. Now, bruh, you can't tell me that people are not doing things in routine. That's how fast shit is like going. When you start doing shit in routine, like certain events in your mind, like time defining events in your mind, like you don't have any. I'll give you what really happened in 2020, like from 2020 to 2026, besides like the pandemic. That was one. Everybody was wearing muzzles and shit over their face for like a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, right? 4 tops, like started like weighing around the 3rd or 4th year. A bunch of people died, which is never good, right? War, which is fucking weird. Like, you know what I mean? We're in a time of war. Like, shit. For Generation X, if that's our time, we had like several presidents. For Generation Z, it's like two to three tops, right? So like two presidents, like you know what I'm saying, or 2 to 3, right? Like you know what I mean, because some people had like had double terms of office, right? They had 8 years. So in 12 years, that's 2 presidents. If that's one president with 2 terms, and then he has to get out, and then another president comes in and does a term, that's already like 12 years. So if you're trying to tell me the time isn't speeding up, we're gonna pull it up real quick. Then I want to like talk about some shit. Just not obviously, what I kept trying to tell you. If you remember Psalm, was it the beginning of Psalm? No, is it Psalm 19? No, it's not Psalm 19. It's like Psalm 119, verse 10. It's like, and veil my eyes, like uncover my eyes, that I might perceive the miracles of your Torah. Now, what does the Torah give you that it's a miracle, that like something that goes on with your mind or your spirit that the average person just doesn't get? Where like it's a benefit to have, you know what I mean, and it's a blessing by all means, right? It's like you just see life differently. Your life is different. You begin to like understand what life is about, right? You see the deaf, dumb, and blind. They don't even know what life is about. Watch this. So here's the AI thing. And y'all know I deal with AI, which has to be programmed by man, right? But its capabilities are pretty freaking good, right? Scientifically, the actual flow of time is constant, right? The actual flow of time is constant. So it's like 24 hours a day, right? Our perception, right, from the Hawadiyat, or what you would call Hebrew Reah, right? Your perception, what you see, what you perceive, like what the how you imagine things to be easily, like, because he's saying our perception of it, right? So he doesn't mean like you're looking at it with your eyes. He's saying with your mind, how you perceive it to be, how you're thinking about it. But our the way our brain is thinking about it, or our mind, right, is really thinking about our brains. Not our brains, the organ, the physical organ for the function of thought and cognition, right? Additionally, while Earth's physical rotation has recently sped up slightly by mere milliseconds, it has no impact on human perception. Like bullshit. Bro, I'm 50 years old. I remember in summers, like as a little kid, like to like you know what I'm saying, like a young kid to like a little kid. I remember our summer breaks being like long ass time, bro. Again, they're gonna say, "What's your perception of it?" Motherfucker, I wasn't doing anything different up until like fucking like where I just started like seeing the years went by fast. Have been from like 2020 up until now. Like, if you, bro, just now, let me talk to you. You might not perceive it. I perceive the shit, bro. Put the shit in perspective, right? Okay, let's put the shit in perspective, right? Let's say, when was the first car made? Watch. When? Hold on. Was the first car made? The first car was made in 1866, right? The first modern gasoline powered car, the Benz patent motor wagon, was built in 1885 and patented on January 29th, 1886. Okay, this isn't like really like I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm talking about an actual like car, bro. This is like a, well, let's see. Because if this shit like actually ran, so it was like a pigeon. It was like a three-wheeler. Is widely recognized as the first true practical automobile because its internal combustion engine was designed specifically for the chassis rather than just fitted to a horse carriage. Ah, okay. So they built this car here. Probably can't get as big as I can make it. This was the first like car built, right? During driving the first car driving the first ever car from 1886 that was built by Mercedes-Benz. So it's like a three-wheel car. You can see the wheel up front. You can see the two wheels in the back and the engine. Okay. So let's go from 1885 to 1886. Okay. Let's go to when was the car officially what do I want to say? Hold on. It's a Caesar. I'm spelling shit. the official mode of transportation, I should say. Mode. Just in general, mode of transportation is one basic. Okay, it says the car. This is the AI shit. But I'm talking about when like cars were like not the first one when one group had the car. I'm talking about when everybody had a car, when the car was the official mode of transportation. It says 1908, cars became accessible to the general public when Henry Ford introduced the Ford Model T by utilizing the moving assembly line. Okay, Ford significantly lowered car prices, allowing automobiles to be transitioned from luxury items for the wealthy to practical transportation for the middle class. Mid 20th century, the main mode of transportation. Following World War II, which I think was 1945, I think, the car officially cemented its status as a primary way people got around. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. So we're going to say following the World War. So we can definitely say after 1945. Okay. Let's just get a 1945 car. I want you to see what we went from. Where we went from 19. No. We're gonna stick to the point. Wait, 1940. No. 1945 car. Bro, throw some bullshit. Watch, bro. Okay, I know I'm sharing, bruh. You went from. Let me get to the images so we can get like a whole bunch of so you can get it ingrained in your spirit of what I'm talking about. So the typical car, and let's say in the 1945s, would be these big boat types. There you go, right there. That's like the typical American, you know what I mean, boat on wheels, bro. 1945. Okay. We're just gonna say 1945. This is whatever, right? Let's go 1965 and let's see the 20-year difference. Okay. 1965 cars. You can see the cars, it's still kind of a boat, but they begin to take like shape and shit. They got performance models. Look, he's got like red line performance wheels. This is a GTO GOAT, right? They became fast. In 20 years, they went from like a old slow boat to having performance and shit. Look, race cars and shit. Even these big AMC boats, they don't make AMCs anymore, right? In 20 years. Okay, let's go from let's do a 19 no a 2020 I don't even know what they made them, a 2020 Mustang, I guess. Watch this. This shit is not going to look mad old. 20 wait no. We want, let's say 2012 26 2006. Watch, bro. These don't look, you still see like, you don't see a whole lot of these. I mean, it depends on where you live, you probably do, right? But these are like good bodied, like, you know, these were like, they were fast, like, you know what I mean? Like, they had the Cobra and shit. Like, bro, anybody knows about cars knows, you know, they got faster now, but I mean, like, bro, it wasn't, you know what I mean? Not by much, bro. Wait, because we can go to AI and just real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Which serves my point again. That time is speeding up. Watch. Okay, let's get off of this. I'm not even sharing. My bad, y'all. Y'all probably like, what the fuck is you talking about? Hold on. Bear with me again. Just in case y'all not paying attention. I'm over here looking at price out and shit. Watch this, y'all. Let's say 1945 car. Because they said that cars began to be the main mode of transportation after World War II. We're going to go to Google Images. like this car right here is like the typical car in like the 1940s, bro. Everybody was rolling the big boat, bro. They even have Bugatti around this time that looked like this. Dead ass, bro. You know what I mean? Okay. So you know these shits wasn't like going all that fast, bro. Like even like this was like considered like, you know what I mean? Probably you know what I'm saying? For you know what I mean? This is probably like the fast car fucking of the 1940s and shit. The police probably had this, right? They were probably driving this shit, trying to ship that moonshine or whatever the fuck from Canada and shit. And so NASCAR got stuck, right? All right, watch this. Let's go from 1945. Let's go to 1966. Just 26 years. Look what you have here. You have a Lambert. Look, instead of the big boat, you have sleek design, like a woman's body. As well, not to be. Yo, sorry, my son's over acting fool. All right, just so y'all know what I'm talking about. For those who know what I know cars. In 20 years, they went from the big slow boat that was like heavy as hell and didn't go very fast. Probably top speed was probably like 50 miles per hour. Yo, all right, yo, Kaminari, come here, man. Get over here. All right. Look, so you went from the big boat to the sleek Lamborghini Miura, right? If you have money. The middle class man or the high school kid or the middle-aged man, he probably had a Mustang. This was probably like, you know, people were rolling like the Thunderbird. They don't even make these anymore. They'll probably bring them back. Barracudas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these are like, this is like a golden age for like your parents. Like this wasn't, they were like teens. If you were my age, your parents were driving these, and these were like the shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go again. Let's say 2020 car. No. 2006 car. My bad. We just wanted a basic car. What was the shape? Was the shit looking like non-aerodynamic? Was the shit looking like a box? Were they super heavy? Like, did you have any, you know, what did you have 20 years ago? Well, you had a Zephyr. You had the big ass Lincoln Town car, which hasn't changed its shape. Actually, it has. It got a little more curved. Y'all remember it being square in the 90s. What else you have? You had the 2006 Acura. You know what I'm saying? JDM. You know what I mean? The Mitsubishi. Honda 2000. Okay. You still have cars that people are still rolling today if you play like, I don't know, Forza Horizon 6 or something, right? They're like just look, you still have the Viper, and people, you know, they could reintroduce the Viper. It wouldn't be, you know, this is probably collectors. But what I'm saying, my point is this shit isn't like so where you're like, bruh, if somebody kept their Viper up, this Viper right here, and let's say they put some like this, because these are like stock rims. Let's say they like have some fucking, I don't know, whatever the fuck rims, and the shit was like all rimmed up, dropped down, shit's like making gurgle noises and shit. You know what I mean? People had an iller paint job. People wouldn't be like, dude, yo, my nigga drove up in a Viper. They would be like, oh shit, that shit is clean, right? Because wait, come on, bro. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. My bad. You trying to? Okay, my bad. Really get bigger though, right? So they'd be like, yo, that shit is clean. They'd be like, yo, what year was that? Or like, well, you would get questions, bro. Now, okay, let me just put in 2026 car. Let's see if this shit. Man, these are like cars that ain't even out here. I'm talking about cars that are okay. The BMW 9 is dope. They're trying to get like futuristic and whatever. But the only thing I say about these cars, and like let's say that the 2000 GT, this is like It's supposed to be the car in Japan, even though I've seen nobody driving it yet. Maybe, you know, I don't know. If you can see this car right here, do the cars look more sleek? Yeah. Is there any major difference engine wise and shit or whatever? Not really. Besides, they have like cars that like are electric that right, but not everybody likes driving them shits. So they still make the same cars, bro. This shit here is probably like less than 200 miles per or 200 horsepower, bro, probably. Right? Look good. You know what I mean? It probably turns some heads. But when they be like, bro, you pull up to a red light and it only goes like, you know what I mean? It's 200 horsepower. It's kind of like, bro, stop, bro. Cut it out, bro. You're just making a bunch of noise, bro. You ain't going there. You'll get beat up by one of these like BMWs. So, okay, that all that like backing up, you can like back up in the car and you can like see behind you and shit. When I moved to Japan, I's parents had that in their old car. So that shit's been out, bro. Literally, time is like speeding up. So let me talk to you. So you saw it. There's been no real difference between like fine, time's been going by. Don't get me wrong, but they make shit look different every year. Okay. How about this? This should put the shit in perspective for you. The Dodge Charger, or the Demon, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that was out back then, bro. My kid's acting up. There hasn't been no for 20 years, bro. The Dodge Charger is pretty much look the same, bro. You got the same damn car, bro. Unless you get some like electric shit. But don't think it's not because of it, because motherfucking time is speeding up. Yeah, I said 2020, but I meant that with the way we looked up AI and they said our perception. I can look this up and see if it's scientifically. I mean, but basically they said the time is remaining the same. Now watch, hold on, because I want to back it up. Your perception is still scientifically because you have to deal with psychology. How do you perceive? What's your reality? How do you perceive shit? Right? Watch. I'll just put it's time to split up in general. We're not gonna go. We'll go to the AI. It says physically time is not sped up. Then they're gonna say that the Earth is spinning faster. But anyway, physically time is not sped up. Your clock is still ticking at exactly 1 second per second. However, the overwhelming feeling that time is accelerating is a widely documented phenomenon caused by psychology, the digital age, and the aging process. Okay, let's just deal with this, bro. Like just unpack this, bro. But Judah, it's written by a man. Yes, so we're gonna deal with a man. Some of them fuckers know what they're talking about. They're saying, yeah, okay, technically time hasn't really sped up on a physical level, on a physical plane. It's still like 1 second, 24 hours a day, so on and so on, 365, blah, 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 according to their calendar, right? Damn. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna be like mad unprofessional because a nigga got like the munchies, like hard body, bro. And I got these chips, bro. I don't even know, bro. You don't even know, bro. It's just like the crunchiest damn chips I've ever had in my life. Anyway, I'll try to mute my mic. Listen, it said the overwhelming feeling that time. Remember how I said in the book of Isaiah, he was like, I'll put like a cover, like a cover over like the people. They'll be like in thick darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if what I'm saying isn't true, then why do we live in we have AI and shit? if the people aren't stupid or dumbed down. Not us, them. Bro, think about it. Sorry to be unprofessional. I'm sorry. She was good in the motherfucker though. However, the overwhelming However, the overwhelming feeling that time is accelerating is a widely documented phenomenon caused by psychology. Let's just stop there, bro. Psychology means study of the mind. Or I want to be etymologically correct. What does ology mean at the end of a word? Okay, get more specific. All right, look over. Look, to understand a specific ology word, simply look at the prefix at the beginning. Look, biology, psychology, cardiology. So, right, wait. Well, this is what we want to focus on. Look, you want to talk about science? Let's talk about science. Psychology, the study of the mind. Well, why is this important? Because we said what? That, however, the overwhelming feeling that time is accelerating is a widely documented phenomenon. I mean, like, we can look up what phenomenon. We can just get a working definition of phenomenon. I mean, you know what I mean? What does wait a minute, bro? Wait. The AI is on some bullshit, bro. Well, it just backs up what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm trying not to chew into your mic. Bear with me. Cambridge Dictionary, the source. Phenomenon. A phenomenon is an observable fact, event, or situation. Fact, it said. They didn't say subjective opinion. Fact. I mean, we can get to why in a second. However, the overwhelming, excuse me. Bro, what is this weird? Bro. Remember, it said physically time has not sped up. They're actually going to contradict themselves and say that the Earth is spinning around its axis faster. It's weird. But maybe the Earth can do that and time still be in place. Nigga, that's called time is going faster. But anyway, your clock is still ticking at exactly 1 second per second. This is what they're talking about. Like, we're talking about it. I mean, like, in our dimension, of course, time is going to be set. Even if it's sped up, most people look what's going on. In 6 years, it's been 6 years, bro. Six years. For those my age or younger, how about this? From 1984, Run DMC to fucking like 1990, let's say fucking the Third Base Cactus album, Large Professor, the Main Source album. You went from that to that. Come on, bro. No, lyrically. Sorry. I'm using like documented like references for time. Look. Sorry. However, the overwhelming feeling that time is accelerating is a widely documented, bro, is a widely documented phenomenon. What's phenomenon mean? A phenomenon is an observable fact, event, or situation. It refers to something that can be seen, felt, or experienced, especially a notable, unusual, or significant occurrence. Bro, wait, listen. It refers to something that can be seen, felt, or this is a Cambridge dictionary, y'all. Not Judenas. Time speeding up, bro. Look, I just showed you from 2020 to right now, bro. Nothing has happened, but bro, time's flying. We're about to go to 2027. Which in 3 short years, bro, 2030. Wait a minute. We'll have, well, shit. If America lasts that long, it should be Trump term should be up, and then there should be like a new president by 2030 who's been in for like 2 years or so, a year and a half, 2 years. Right? I'm saying if that's what the Most High has, But Cambridge said that a phenomenon is an observable, documented event or a situation. Yeah, like people reporting or documenting that, time is zooming by fast as shit. TV don't even look different. Go watch a movie from 2020 and then a movie from 2026. There's no like real, like there's like some difference, but like not really. My computer screen don't look fucking any doper than 2026 than it did in 2020. There's no like observable fucking like super digital fucking, you know what I mean? The shit looked like it did in 2020. Matter of fact, it looked like it did when I first got on this joint, 2008. Wait, what am I talking about? It was 2012. I was watching in 2008. I was doing other shit, but I wasn't like on YouTube. This was like 2008. Because we deal with Torah, we deal with the psychology. Right? Remember, the dummies are made to think it's just a book of laws. They're not initiated. They ain't talking about no what. Let me keep it clean. They ain't talking about Freemasonry either. However, the overwhelming feeling, which is the phenomenon. Remember what phenomenon means. A phenomenon is an observable fact, event, or situation that refers to something that can be seen, felt, or experienced, especially a notable, unusual, or significant occurrence that can be studied or requires scientific explanation. Well, then not trying to get my channel struck down, but let's just say something happened in 2020 that the whole world changed. That's all I'm saying. I be hearing dudes being like, "Yo, my dude, like the NWO is coming." Coming, huh? Time is speeding up, bro. What this means? Oh, wait. Let's see why. Did it say that the Earth is rotating faster? Definitely not slower. This is AI. But let's just read the AI. But wait. What does it say? All I put in was, is the Earth rotating faster? What did it say? Yes. Yes, over the last few years, Earth has been spinning slightly faster than usual. This causes our planet to complete a full rotation in milliseconds shorter than the standard 24-hour day. And we even recorded some of the shortest days in modern history. Some of the what? Most equal days? Bruh. Time is speeding up, bro. Bro. First off, if I'm not mistaken, hold on. Where's my Torah? Wait, was it? Some people say we had a 360-day calendar. We had two. Yeah, we had a solar and lunar calendar. Wait, I want to. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have we go by in America is the Julian calendar, right? Of 365 years with like a leap year, right? Every sun or whatever, whenever they occur, right? So technically, we're not even in the right quote unquote time. We're just going by the Julian calendar. In other words, I'll give you an example. Sept, if I'm not mistaken, means 7. That would mean, wait, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. No. April, May, June, July, August. July 4th. Wait, what am I looking for again? Damn, I forgot what I was. There's so much shit. Anyway, yeah, Earth has been spinning faster, and they even recorded some of the shortest days in modern history. Then you go on about blah 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 blah. We don't care about all that. Is the time speeding up? Yes. I mean, like, bro, Cambridge University, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I mean? Time is speeding up. I didn't even look at the comments. My bad. So, if you have a show, Martin. Martin says the Earth is not spinning faster, according to the Torah. Why would the Torah? Wait a minute, the Torah stopped the Earth. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? The Torah didn't. Yahweh stopped the earth, or was it the sun? My bad, not the earth. Right? And then Martin, I think I think it might be the Julian calendar. He said it's Gregorian. Yeah, that doesn't what bro, that verse has nothing to do with the earth spinning on its like axis, rotating faster. Like absolutely nothing to do with it. Or do we? Or wait, or is it maybe it is, yeah, maybe it is. Do we Oh, okay. They use the Julian calendar for liturgical and historical and astronomical use. That's what I'm talking. Wait, if you don't believe me, wait. He said, yeah, America uses and certain other countries use the Gregorian calendar, right? Some shit that's not even right. They have to use like a leap year and shit, leap years to get it right, which means what? Motherfuckers don't lost track of time. It's not fucking 2026. This is what it says. That's what these guys go by. Well, where we at? It said the Julian calendar is used for historical and astronomical use. It is used by historians to track precise dates in antiquity and by astronomers using Julian days for calculations. Business tracking modified Julian days, which are track a date by the consecutive day of the year. 165 for June 14th are still used in the military and by some food and bulk product companies. All right. Yeah, we do go by the Gregorian calendar, which is totally effed up, right? Because technically, watch this, the sept mean 7. Sept. You know what? I'll say what does. I'm not going to. What does sept? All right. Sept. The word sept has a few different meanings depending on the context. First is family division. In Irish and Scottish history, a sept refers to a branch, a clan, or lineage, or offshoot family. Okay. Abbreviation. It is the most common written abbreviation for the month of September. Okay, this is what we want. Prefix, root word, derived from the Latin septem, meaning 7. It is used as a prefix in words like September. Originally, the 7th month of the Roman calendar, or a septet with a group of 7. Now, wait a minute. January, February, March, April. We already know. 9. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have it as the 9th month. But it's the 7th month. Wait, September, October, November, and December. Yeah. It's like the 9th month. When it's supposed to be the 7th month. The beginning of the year is supposed to actually begin in April. Like, I'm confusing. Well, not confusing. I'm conflating the two. According to their shit, the word September means 7. It's supposed to be what we call July. That's September. What we call July is actually January, February, March, April. Wait, yeah. According to their calendar, what we call July would be April. In reality. Wait. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Beginning of the year starts on the 4th, which is April, late March, April. Right? Because it's like the late showers and then like a spring, which signifies like newness, resurrection. Coda said resurrection, though. right? Renewal. Like the earth renews itself. It like died. It right, which is a sign for man. You physically die and you're born, bruh. Read it, bro, and study the earth. We're made from it. We're made from the earth physically. Mentally, we're made. We were given knowledge, wisdom, understanding like God, only on like an earthly level. Like we can learn about heavenly things while actually being there, but we could like bring heaven down, so to speak, to the Torah. You learn about heavenly things the person on earth with an earthbound mind or spirit would never understand. You do little weird shit like witchcraft and shit. Still earthly, carnal, low base. Anyways, if you understand what I'm saying, uh July is supposed to be September. My birthday coming up next month, I'll be 51, is really September 19th. It's crazy. That's if they have the months all weird. February, 28 days. This month, 31 days. Like, come on, bro. Really? Really? Whatever. Mm. Remember, the overwhelming feeling by people on the earth is that time is speeding up, so to speak. What else can we speed? How else can you like word it, bro? 6 years ago, I just went. I just showed you like 6 year difference between shit. But you notice shit like changed fast in a certain way, but you could like see its like result. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna just say, remember the people were wearing, remember the 6 feet away from River, right? And then remember stay at home and remember wear a muzzle. There was like for a couple of years, bro. Niggas still wearing shiesties, bro. Having your face covered up like that is like dangerous as hell. You breathing in fibers and shit. I'm gonna leave that alone. But, bro, psychologically, what did that do to people? We can even get off that. What happened in 2020, even on YouTube? Let's bring it down to that level. When I say this, I am not banging on them at all. YouTube is for everybody. In 2020, you didn't hear anything about like a beef sector or like a black sector or like things like that. Like I know that people were there, but it being that and that, if it was, it wasn't popping. Like nobody was making money off of it. That's why sure people been bickering on YouTube for quite some time. But I mean, like the sectors where it's like, because after the pandemic, what? A bunch of people who were normally never on the computer suddenly found themselves on the computer. Now, everybody on the computer. Street dudes don't get off the street making podcasts. We're with the prison, get out, make a podcast. Make more money than you. You what they call it. Am I lying? There's a brother that comes to my channel that got out of the feds. He cool brother. I'm gonna say his name. He a cool brother. He said, Judah, real niggas came to the internet. What he meant was the people who normally wouldn't deal with the internet are now going to come to the internet. That's like the people who didn't know how to send a damn email. I just got on YouTube, on the internet really in like 2008, so I should tell you something. I remember that shit like yesterday. That was a long time ago. Shit, 2008? It was like 17 years ago. My oldest daughter's 15. Bro, time is going fast, bro. Watch this. I want you to focus on the documented phenomenon caused by psychology. Because primarily we're dealing with science and the Torah. Well, Torah first, then, well, science means just nothing but knowledge. That's all it means. A widely documented phenomenon caused by psychology. Maybe that event in 220, maybe it has something to do with it. I don't know. I ain't trying to get my shit struck. I'm just saying, I don't know. Could be. I don't know. I'm saying that shit, things went by fast as hell. Mad fast, bro. We're about to go to 2027. I remember 2020 like yesterday. We want all that shit, bro. Come on, bro. Look. I don't know quite what they mean by the digital age. The digital age has been here. Do they mean AI? Like availability to the public? You know the crazy shit is? Check this out, y'all. You know the people used to, if you were one of them types, not me, I wasn't like that. You know the people on the types that, you know, you walk down your high school, right? And you see like a straight dork bot. You know what I mean? And you walk over and you take his underwear and you pull him all the way up. And like, you know what I mean? You just, right? Wedgie. Do you know those people, they, right, while you were being cool, maybe you were the football star, maybe you were the ladies' man, whatever you were doing, right? Maybe you were smoking weed about, I don't know, whatever you're doing. When y'all graduated, he probably didn't go to college either. Right? I went to college for a little bit. I'm talking about he didn't go to college, period, because he knew what he wanted to do in high school. He knew that out of high school, that was what he was going to do and make tons of money, because nobody was doing that shit. Look at all of them, most of them. They didn't go to college. They made up some shit. They made some shit out of nothing. Well, out of something. But you know what I mean. I'm gonna use something out of nothing. Hold on. And the aging process, it says. We're still bugged about the digital age. So like that's like weird. You know. It says as you get older, each passing year is a smaller fraction of your total life. Duh. A year to a 10-year-old represents 10% of their entire life, making it feel vast and slow. To a 40-year-old, a year is just 2.5% of their life. That's weird because how do you know what? Well, let's say go by like the slated year that like what 70 is the cutoff time, and any time after 70 years old is grace. I don't know. That's a weird. Oh, years just one two. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Let me read it again. A year to a 10-year-old represents 10% of their entire life, making it feel vast and slow. Oh, theory, y'all. Theory. It says proportional theory. So I'm like, I don't know, bro. My memory is I remember 3 years old. I remember my grandpa giving me a pipe. I remember the little plastic car I drove in. It was like an orange little push car with a yellow top. I remember the house we lived in Cleveland. I remember the big ass milk truck looking truck my dad bought. I was like 3 years old, 3 or 4. I remember him getting a Cutlass. It was bluish gray. Him having a '69 Chevelle. It was dark green. My uncle Eric had a red Datsun B210. They traded cars. We moved out to Portland, Oregon around like 79, 80-ish. I remember my dad's 30th birthday in Portland, Oregon. I remember our neighbors' name and shit. I'm not going to say it. The apartment we lived in, all that. I was like 4 or 5 years old. So it's like, nah, bro, you're not your theory, bro. That's not what's happening. I'm gonna start sharing. Anybody would have come in with, oh well, show up, keeper. Show on, Devion. Anybody would have came with, man, time it, bro. Devion said, hell yeah, I feel like last Monday, bro. Oh, you're saying the weeks are not blowing by, like, bro. Friday becoming like, I proved to you scientifically the Earth is, but they're saying that, oh, it might be rotating faster, but like, you know, your perception. Okay, if you're doing something that's like, no, listen, hear me out, y'all. Check it out. To all people, you're probably catching on the playback. Dude, okay, you brought out like a quote unquote problem. What's the solution? Totally gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. I'm gonna talk to you. How to slow down time? What a beautiful question. See, I take my time off wisely, you know what I mean, to think about things for when I come back. I have things to talk about. I'm not just making videos to make videos. I'm not getting paid. You know what I mean? I only have 600 subs. You know what I'm saying? I have one of the most famous names on YouTube. It's just weird like that. All praise to Yahweh, right? So I don't really need a whole bunch of people. Everyone knows what it is, right? Anyways, how to slow down time. This is going to sound stupid, but I'm telling you, how to slow down time is to pick up something new. Look, people left. They don't want to hear, oh, you're comfortable? Guess what? The people that left, them dumbasses are going to wake up. The nigga's going to have a full head of hair, gray hair, or bald head, and be like, bro, like, what happened? Nigga, what do you mean what happened? If you do the same thing over and over again for a long period of time, and because it's dull, yeah, you might think it's like, oh, you're counting minute by minute or whatever, but technically, like, say it's not like grueling or like hateful to you, it's just something that you just do and you accept it as well or whatever. I mean, think about it. Nurses work at hospitals and shit, and they're like, or whatever. They didn't start as old women, but they sure as hell retire as old women from there. Been there 35 years, 40 years. Do you think she was counting down every like thing? Like, oh, there's another year. No, after a while, the shit was just, came up faster. Look, people are leaving. They don't want to do different things. I'm telling you. Do different things. The reason I'm saying it to you is because the perception is through significant events. That's why you can't name shit significant besides certain little shit, but like world changing. No, 2020 Wuhan C-19. That's what the fuck you remember. That was a major event. The war and shit or whatever, yeah, you hearing about the shit, but you're not really experiencing it unless you're looking at it on the news. The people over there, they're experiencing it. Try some new shit out. I'm telling you, do new shit so that you can say, from this point, whenever you start, whatever doing new, something new, in future, God willing, Yahweh Ratzah, you live 5 years from now, still around, you're gonna be like, ah, damn, it's been that long. But yeah, time is going faster. Whatever you do, and you start it new, if you work at it, and since time is going faster, guess what? You're gonna see faster results. I'm not even gonna talk about what I know how to do right now. Let's just say if I were like a money person, and I still might do it just because I want to help others. I find life in helping other people. And that doesn't mean giving everything. I don't know. I mean helping other people. Being a teacher is like something that's just like in me. It's not like a burden. It's what I love to do. Anyways, to slow life down, remember it's perception, right? It's events, feelings, you know what I mean? Documented things, things that you can like write down and be like commemorate, like a baby or something, or like go to like say that you go to the gym, say you stop drinking, say but you're like doing something that's like, well, if that's fucking life changing for you, then you know it is for you. For me, I picked up sim racing. I've always loved cars. I can't afford a Ferrari. There are people out there that like cars too. I drive. I know I'm not going to make any money from it. I'm not the actual best at it, but it's fun. You can talk shit, or whatever. If y'all have an Xbox, go get Forza Horizon 6. 6, not 5. Go get 6, the base model. You're going to be like, this shit is fun as fuck. There's old people. Bro, there's a 98-year-old dude playing it. This brings me, listen to what I'm telling you guys. When you get off a certain shit and begin to look at other shit. Me and Devion be like racing on games, right? He has a family, you know, whatever he does, whatever, right? But when we get a few hours or whatever, we'll just drive, whether it be a race game or just cruising, whatever, right? We meet all kinds of people, all from all over the world, right? People from all ages and shit. 98-year-old man sim driving. Women, sisters, sim driving, bro. Sim driving. I'm talking rally and shit. They have a whole rig, and they're like over there fucking. Ask Devion and his wife. And my wife was like, yo, there's women, white women, that are doing it too. White women, they're just like simulation racing, like, or just picking up a card game. They're just literally, or driving like a bus game where they're like driving a bus and they're like dropping people off, or a fucking semi truck thing or whatever. Their time that's going by fast, they're actually like, I'm saying it's something new. It's not like going to change your life. It's just something new. It's something I began doing this at this month, this year, and I beat the game or blah, 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 or whatever, however, whatever, and whatever. Right? You're not just fucking just over there, just time going by fast. You're just fucking over there, just like, I'll give you an example. YouTube can make you old. Thank you, Devion. YouTube can make you old. Give me a second. Hold on. How, Judah? I just told you. Watch. Damn. I hit that thing twice. Bro, I'm snacking, bro. The big bag. Literally, man. Listen. They're like, we're gonna put it in the big bag. You ain't getting a big amount. Oh, you'll get the big bag. You ain't getting the big chip. I'm telling you, people are like driving. Forget that. YouTube can make you old. Watch. There are some people in the beef sector and black sector I watch. I've seen people act a certain way and clean up their act. I've seen people degenerate from being somewhat normal to, whatever, right? Both ways. One thing I noticed is that there are certain people on the internet, life never changes for them. Like they're on here beefing, trolling, doxing, doing all that shit, and they like never stop. It's just day after day after day after day after day, like, and they like monetize from like toxicity, arguing, calling each other names, doxing each other, and beefing. Nigga, you're getting old. If I'm lying, explain this. Doggy Diamonds asked the question. Explain this. What new? We're 50 or younger. The fact that you don't even listen to hip hop really anymore is a proof of what I'm saying. You don't have R&B. You get rid of hip hop, you don't have anything. I didn't say rap and commercial shit. It's about hip hop. They got rid of R&B. I don't consider John Legend like R&B. He's like gospel singer. He can do other shit, but he's like to me he's like a gospel singer. I think musically he's very talented, John Legend, but he's not R&B. I mean, I'm saying they, and you know who I'm talking about, killed off R&B. You don't have R&B. Reggae is Jamaica. Rock and roll they took. Punk, which started with hip hop, didn't take off with us. It took off with white folks and others. We gave away breakdancing. Other people do breakdancing. We don't do shit but shoot each other and go to jail. You take away hip hop, you have nothing. Now you have nothing. And they said this: you'll have nothing and you'll be happy. Now listen, that's what they said. I don't know how nigga can be happy with absolutely nothing. I mean, don't get attached to shit all like that, but nigga, like, it's okay to have something. Like God didn't put you here just to have nothing. Like, come on, bro. You're gonna die. You don't have to worry about it. You're not gonna have it forever. I've seen people on YouTube from a certain point to a certain point, and absolutely nothing has changed with them. No, it might as well be 2017. No growth, no, just got probably deteriorated, went fucking degenerated, like back to goddamn. I've seen it, bro. We're about to go into quote unquote 2027 in the Gregorian calendar. But listen to what I'm telling you. The pandemic wasn't no long fucking time ago, bro. The shit was like just right around the corner. If your kid was born in 2020, guess what? Your kid's either in kindergarten or first grade. Yeah. Still young. Either in kindergarten or in first grade. Or it could be second grade. Or it was no, 6. That's 2020. Kid would be like in kindergarten or first grade, typically. If you had a kid in 2020. People have died. A bunch of people died, and no one even remembers. Anyways, let me get to this symbol, and I should be on here all night. Pick up. You can fucking afford it, bro. They're not thinking about you. They're over here doing some other shit. Trust me. Like, they got AI and shit over here watching, listening to everything that's being said. You can see the shit in the corner of your computer. It tells you AI, right? That's cool. I'm not a criminal. I'm not doing nothing illegal, so whatever. I'm eating these chips like a champion, but that's just about it. If you stay on YouTube and you watch dumb shit and you watch it over and 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 over, one, you're not thinking. Two, so that means time's going by and you're not even thinking. You're just getting older. You're not even like living life. Like we're literally gonna wake up and be like 10 years older, be like, damn, that was like, yeah, nigga, what'd you do with that time? Watching dumb shit. I ain't saying to go fucking change the world. I said to go do something new. It'll help you out. If you understand what I'm telling you, that time is going by faster. Obviously, nigga, right? And if you're paying attention to what's going on around you, i.e., where is hip hop at? Don't tell me or whatever. I'm just using it as a worldly reference point. You don't have anything going now. They want to distract you. No, that's facts, Jimmy. Pick up a book. I'm writing a book. I was trying to talk about it. You knew it was coming. You knew it was going to be ill. A book. Start reading books. Get a good book. Well, I can't think of any book better than the Torah and the Prophets, but I mean, learn that. Learn the language. So I would suggest. You definitely need it. Or go out, especially you sisters, women, I don't care, whoever's paying attention, especially you women, now they are going to sim racing. Not OnlyFans, sim racing. And they are fucking good. Like, they would whip me and Devion's ass. Easy. There are sisters and white girls, and I've seen Japanese. The Japanese girls aren't really, they're doing like other shit. But sisters and white women, they're doing like rally racing with sim wheels. Like professional, like the fucking, the sim wheels. It's like a fucking car chassis with a they're doing that. My shit's hooked up to a table and shit. I don't have that, I have a gaming chair. I can like get up and go, whatever. I ain't got to step out of shit. I'm saying, if you got a fucking Xbox out there, go get Forza Horizon 6. Get a game that's like fun, that you can like do something to, that you can pour your time into. That it's not gonna consume you to the point where you're gonna be like, at some point you're gonna be like, all right, bro, you're just gonna shut it off, right? That's how it is. But then sometimes you're gonna feel like driving or racing or something. You're just gonna feel like it, bro. Especially if you have a wheel. You will, bro. Believe you me. Go. You go get a cheap Hori Apex wheel and pedal Does it, or if you have the money, the bread, go get a good wheel and pedal. Debbie will help you. Go get Forza Horizon 6, the new one. Watch. Once you understand, when you get it, you're gonna be like, oh hell yeah! All your favorite cars are gonna be there. You can talk. We're on Discord. We're on there talking shit. I just started drinking wine again on we'll be kicking it. Ashley said, oh, Daniel said, hey, that body cam game right now is a no-go. I can't even join a game. But Insurgency Sandstorm is still locked in. I played yesterday. Oh, no shit. Oh, no. Body cam. I thought about that too. Yeah, I think Insurgency is like a one-player game, though. But I don't know. Might get Project Motor Racing. I don't know. Anyway. Yes, y'all. Fucking go out and... Bro, if you're around like 45 to like 50, I'm telling you, as an elder now, I'm 50, about to be 51 this year. I'm not saying you have it all figured out. You shouldn't, but you should be like pretty damn close. Right now, I'm telling you right now, they're always watching you, but they're like doing like stupid shit like that you don't even really need to pay attention to because it's like at this point, everything they do just looks fucking stupid. Okay. Divian said he's had it for 3 years. Okay. Everything they like try to do doesn't work out, bro. It's just not working out, bro. They had a plan to go in and do this and do that and go over and change this and blah. It just didn't work, bro. It's just time is up, bro. Time is going by. It's speeding up, bro. Speeding up. The bully is now an old man, bro. Remember, the bully. He just walked down, knocking niggas. Get off the way. Give me your lunch money, nigga. Now he's a cane. He ain't talking so tough. Niggas is like, what, old nigga? Right. He ain't so tough anymore, nigga. Those days are over. Time speeding up. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Hey, man, you know what I mean? We're in the new world, bro. We're in the AI age. If you don't believe it, I'm telling you the truth. Go to the gaming sector and watch. Them people are fucking brainwashed, bro. Brainwashed. Most of the population is brainwashed. Especially the niggas who claim to be like conscious. These are niggas are the most brainwashed. They don't even know why the fuck they be saying the shit they be saying. It just sounds stupid. Brainwashing. Somebody hit them niggas with the enchantment. Anyway, better them than me. So I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. If people aren't stupid, why do we have AI? If everyone's reading books and like studying and being on their P's and Q's and being innovative and using their ingenuity and inventiveness and whatever. But notice no one's doing that. Nobody's coming up with anything new. Like I actually already, who is the up and just earthly, worldly? Who's the next artist? Hip hop, rock. Who is going to shake the world, bro? It's over. Somebody would have to come up with a whole new music genre, and it'd have to be like relevant to the time. And us who have been connected to hip hop for so long would have to die off, and there would have to be like a generation of people who never experienced hip hop and would never think about it. And if they heard it, they wouldn't be able to relate because the world would be waiting. They wouldn't know what the fuck we were talking about. Believe you me, bro. People are effing stupid. Go look at the dumbest. It used to be, in the old days, it used to be a pyramid. That's the hand sign for the people who call themselves the Illuminati, right? What they're saying is, nigga, we up on the motherfucking top, and your ass is on the bottom. This is pretty much it, bro. Isn't that how ancient Egypt was set up, bro? Pharaoh was on the top. The priests, sabbates were like second. Third were like the warrior class, army, blah, 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 artisans, whatever. And then on the bottom were the common folk. So all that means is nothing spooky. And it's this way in all things. It's this way in Israel. And I'm talking about W0RLD, right? So I'm talking about the Israelites. It's a pyramid. Tell me I'm lying. God has it where the top people, who really are the top, are not that popular. Who of the bottom of the pyramid niggas can see me in the Torah? None of them. Why? Because the niggas are the bottom of the pyramid. And that's okay. Everyone has their place. I don't get the benefits of being popular. Well, I don't care about popularity. As long as we get to hold the true power and the wisdom, which is the wealth. Proverbs chapter, I think it's like 3, maybe? Verse 6, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Maybe, no. I think it's like Proverbs chapter 1 or 2. I forgot what Proverbs is. But the Torah says, or Proverbs says, Yahweh has secured or held secret or as a treasure, if I'm not mistaken. It uses the word, he preserved the Torah for the upright, for the W0RLD. And then it says, from his mouth pours Tashia, the Tawashia, I think is the word is. It means like intellect, wisdom, but also means like nobleness, like wealth. Like you're like the upper crust. Right? So it is set up like that. So when you see like an Israelite group and there's like 55,000 views, just really know that according to how it's set up, he's down here on the very bottom. He might as well be fucking picking up because they appeal to the people who are not really concerned with knowing the book or like getting. They just know they're Israelites and like they get Jesus, and that's good enough for them. Jimmy said the old school hip hop artists are making a comeback with new music. Well, some of them are, as they should, because the time is now. I'm not an ageist, right? I believe that people I believe in art because the word art roughly translates as skill. Look it up, right? So any art that people do, I appreciate. So I don't think that people have an age if they can perform their skill well. It's when you become unable to perform your skill at a high level is when I think that it's like, well, there's some declination going on, some declining. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody need to like chill out, chillax. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Michael Jordan was playing for the Rob Rack, Jordan playing for the Washington Wizards. Do y'all remember him dunking the ball? Because I don't. And if he did, it was like that normal, like every man, Joe, everybody, American dunk. What Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan was like a human being, like a normal human being. Like is like Washington Wizard days. He could shoot, but it wasn't Mike, bro. So yeah, so the hip hop artists and people should right now, if brothers can time is speeding up, bro. Pretty soon it'll be like they'll be tossing at each other, and guess what? It says that every man will flee back to his own country. You don't have a country to go to. So wait a minute. So that means what? Exodus, and read the scripture. It says you are fearful of the oppressor, but where's the oppressor now? Dealing with his own problems. Us, go, hey, This is how I wake up my daughter and my son every morning. Because we're moving on up, moving on up, moving on. We're gonna be moving on up, nigga. No. Look, yeah, right there because is the Exodus. The scripture says we will appoint a new leader. Some people will say, "Oh, that's Jesus," even though the New Testament doesn't say that. Literally, and I forgot what scripture. I think it's like a point, like the word. It might be ma'ad, like a point, like ma'ada, if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna go out the land, right? And that's just the beginning. And we don't have to worry because the serpent seed will have to deal with what are you going to deal with? Because it wasn't. Then we go into the wilderness stage. Then the rebels get purged out, and well, let's just say there won't be any define the Torah anymore. There won't be, bro, because there's going to be miracles, and we'll get into them. I showed you that we're going to have a second Exodus, and what God's going to do. He shows you these miracles He's going to do on a second Exodus. Right? We don't have to worry about nothing. What we need to worry about is some big ass realms. No. And what I mean is keeping the commandments and living righteously, but knowing the time is speeding up and knowing that guy, you got to worry about them people over there and them people over there and them over there and them. And that all comes from the Most High. So he ain't got to worry about you. Which means at some point, don't get comfortable. I always tell myself, yeah, the Most High gave me all, whatever. But when it's time to go, I think her name was Ali Sheedy. It's a movie called The Breakfast Club, 1986. She said, you never know when you have to jam. Oh, I'm telling you, bro, we had a major earthquake in 2011. You never know when you have to jam. That means skedaddle. And you can, well, the Torah says people have belongings and shit. So you can be walking with your flat screen, but the shit you can carry, whatever, to maintain you in the wilderness, that's what you're going to bring. Matter of fact, we got to do a lesson on that. What should niggas bring in the wilderness? Because I mean, like, it's going to be a complete hell and anarchy. Like, they're going to try to, like, bro, look, yo, they're going to try some shit with some AI, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Remember I told you that demons can enter into our realm, so to speak, via fire or like a plasma or some type of gas or flammable flame. Plasma's in blood. It's like a yellowy gas type liquid, gassy biochemical makeup with an electrical charge. It's in your blood. What does that mean? Well, nigga, why niggas keep doing sacrifices? Nigga, who are they trying to make sacrifices to? Hey, I only got 600 and some subs or whatever. Maybe if you heard this, maybe you were supposed to hear it, bro. Yeah, I agree, bro. We're going through a separate. Yeah, I agree. And I'm looking around, I'm paying attention, and these things are going on, like Carmelo Anthony and all these things, right? You gotta remember, the Most High is in control of everything. How do we know that the Most High is not preparing things for the Exodus? Bro, in a few months, I've been going away and paying attention to everything, bro. You have time to sit back and reflect and look and just look at what's going on. Let the Torah speak. Sometimes when you're in the water, you can appreciate the dryness. Let me sit on the beach drink a few, you know what I mean, Long Island, and let me think about something for a little bit. I'll get back in the water. Let me just dry off a little bit, get some sun on my back, get some sunshine on your face, get some sunshine on my face. Let me look at people. Let me study what's going on back over there. You know what I mean? Jeremy said, the Trinitarians love butchering Hebrew. They say Genesis 1:1, where it says God has a plural meaning. It definitely doesn't. Bro, Moses, or I'm sorry, the Most High called Moses Elohim. I know it's Elohim in modern Hebrew, but it's Elohim, because when you said the word see, you say yam, not im. So and I also know Arabic without the dama, which is the diacritic marks. And it's just like our language. Anyway, except for they have J's now and shit. Anyway, but we're not getting into that. I thought Arabic was, never mind. The Quran, never mind. Another topic. So, right, the Most High called Moses Elohim. Moses was one man. It didn't say Elahi, which would be like my God, or like the God, or it could also be plural, Elahi. Shalom, Empress Janet. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Empress Janet. I think. I'm sorry. These chips are. Just say, brother, got the gasoline, brother. Come on, Martin. You know nobody hits the like, bro. When our generation goes before the throne, you better hope that it's not true. And we get told, all right, all the keepers of my Torah, step forward. Can you recite to me the 10 Commandments? How about more? I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm just using this as an example. Is there anybody you know that was teaching against it, like, and not really keeping it, not trying to, didn't really appreciate? Oh, I'm gonna have a whole, but him. Oh, so you snitching? Fireball. Him, her, and him back there, and that whole congregation. And them niggas is making money. Him. Oh, you mean the bottom of the pyramid ass niggas? Yeah. All right. No problem. You guys step back. Thank you, sis. I think sis said she's getting married, so I'll be like listening in every January. I'll be like going to work and stuff. I have my headphones on. And you guys don't know my account, my gaming account. I'm always under that. I pay attention to the door. Shout out to Empress Jenny, y'all. Wonderland. Y'all like and subscribe. So I don't forget. Oh. So yeah, Moses is called Elohim. So it can be used for plural and used for singular. When a Muslim say Assalamu alaikum, technically ours would be alaykum, which would be like over you all. So they say it fast. Assalamu alaikum, right? With the damas and dots and whatever, right? But they're really saying it in plural, right? It will be like shalom aliyah, right? Like peace to you. Some people, modern Hebrew, would say shalaka or shaliaka, but it doesn't make sense because we already have a ch, right? So it'd be like shaliyah, which belongs to you, right? Or pertaining to you. So it'd be like shalom or shalom aliyak, like peace to you. But in Arabic, they say, alaikum, come, kam, always signifies plural, you guys. Or right? So it'd be like you talking to an Arabic speaker one-to-one, and when he talks to you, he can be talking to you like plural. That's the way our language works. Don't ask me, I didn't make the rules. Hello, Musha. I didn't make the rules. I just try to follow them as best as I can. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So I ain't trying to be on here all day. You know what I mean? We're an hour and 45. I'm just telling you, man, like, yo, time is speeding up. You know, don't fuck around and get old with the silly niggas on YouTube who are going nowhere, bro. Like, this shit has been now used as an apparatus. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro. We've been on this other side of YouTube, whatever. We've been paying attention. We've been observing, taking note, observing. And I was like, wait a minute. Why this nigga got 1.4 million subs? But these other brothers can't clear 100 views. Got 500 videos. They found out a brother got to sell a soul. Niggas is really selling their soul over here, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They don't know what time it is, bro. They selling their soul, bro. Ask W0RLD. Niggas over here talking craziest gag stuff you ever heard, bro. You'll be like, bro, why are you saying this, bro? One day he's just like broke character and was like, bro, you can't say that, bro. Such and such company won't give you the bag. Bro be saying, people be like, yo, my kids is watching, bro. They don't care, bro. Be paid by them people to say the most zesty, yag, moist, perverted, and for an adult that just gave birth to a child, that missionary child is gonna look at her dad and say, yeah, it's cool, okay, you get the nice cars and you got the money now, okay, but Dad, what did you do to? I drove a car. You did drive? Wait, no, bro, no. Judah Naz and Devion, they drove cars. You was doing something else. What was you doing? Well, I know what, Dad. What were you saying? Well, it's inappropriate. Wait a minute. It's inappropriate for me to hear where you were saying this shit around children. What were you saying, Dad? Bro, we watching it, bro. We over here like, damn, bro. We don't caught a child corn ring, bruh. Ross Asher said, niggas give their heritage away for trinkets, vanity, and materialism. That's a fact, bro. Oh, I wanted to say this too. Thank you, brother. Thank you. The people love foolishness versus edification. This is a fact, bro. It's just right. People just want to, I know, bro. And to their own detriment. These people, bro, I'm gonna say that one more time. These people who are in control are the people that you're pushing into the locker, or you threw them into the garbage can and put the lid over it, or you pushed them inside the locker and locked it during class. That's these people. Now these people are rich. So while you was kicking it, drinking beers, going to joining frats, blah, 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 or whatever you was doing, right? Going to jail, whatever you was doing. The niggas was like in the basement coming up with some fucking way of fucking controlling your ass. Using the anger towards you to fuel their innovation to control your ass. So maybe, trust me, bro. I'm over spitting this shit like would you rap? Trust me, bro. Them people that used to get bullied and shit and beat up, that's the niggas, right? That's just working. They're not going to college, bro. I'm telling you. Every time you hear about them, college dropout, made shit. Why? What was it? You know why? Because the same shit was happening in college. What nigga need college for? To go work for somebody? No, nigga. They're about to control their shit. Why would I work for anybody when I can just make my own shit? These niggas ain't even doing what I'm thinking about doing. Literally right now, it's in one of those days. You get around people. I'm not gonna say it on here. I have an idea because they ain't really thinking about us all like that. They got bots and shit everywhere. This is all this shit, whatever, right? But for the meantime, in between time, you don't want to remain idle. Idleness is, as they say, is the devil's playground. Nigga, this is how you get into trouble. But as long as you're working together, for the benefit and having fun and knowing this is going for a purpose, then you know what I mean. By all means, I'm about to be 51. I know what I want to do, right? I know I got one. You know what I mean. I don't have one foot in the rollerblade yet, but the rollerblade ain't that far away. 1 foot in the rollerblade, 1 foot in the grave. Right? I can see the water. I can see the rollerblade way up there. It ain't that far, but I see it. But I got time. Yahweh willing. I'm telling you, fucking around is like not the time right now. Time is speeding up. You're gonna find it. Remember, I just told your ass 2020 nigga was thingy, whatever. It's going on to, bro. We're going in July, bro. We got what, 8 days a week. We'll be in July. A nigga about like mad polo hill figure or whatever, thinking it's about to be cold or whatever. It wasn't cold this winter. Kinda, not really. Nigga bought mad jackets, think it's about to be freezing. No, bro. No. Times are changing, nigga. I didn't bring out any scriptures. I'm sorry. I did reference the Torah though. It's a foundation, but I just wanted to like talk and get things off my chest and let y'all know. And I bring up sources to back up my points that yes, the earth is spinning faster. Yes, time is going, our perceptions of time is going faster. Yes, we live in a time of stagnation, of no innovation, of no ingenuity, of just niggas' minds are just flatter than, like, it's just dry out here, bro. Like, niggas have no, what do you have, bro? Like, somebody answer me. What's the next big thing? Anybody tell me. At this juncture, well, not for us. At this juncture, the next thing you know is going to be Transformers, right? Trans gentlemen might be the new. Why? Because it's different, new, and motherfuckers will buy into the shit. If they keep doing it, put 100 out there, people will buy into it. It's all mind control, bro. Unless the shit is like so whack that people are just like, oh, right? But what? It either have to be more, some good come out of this, because at this point, that was the point. 2020 was a point of no return. There was no, I wish I can take that back. No, niggas let that out. You know what I'm talking about. They let it out. So remember the movies you saw, Outbreak and all that, or whatever. Like, bro, like that shit ain't was nothing but a warning to your ass. So again, y'all have a blessed day. Remember, find something new to do, and you won't get old. It'll mark a time in life. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Remember what it said. Spending too much time on YouTube, even as a content creator, if you're not like doing something constructive or productive with this app, you are going to age faster. If this is all you do, if you get on here and you go out and say you go waterboard rafting, I've never been, I can swim, but right? Or let's say you're a skateboarder, you take up that, or let's say you go jogging or go walking or boxing or whatever, right? Something that's like life-changing to the point where it marks a specific point in time. Life will make sense to you. You won't grow as old. You'll be aware. Oh, shit, yeah, man, I started that like 4 years ago. You know? Because it's significant. Nothing significant necessarily happens. A bunch of people died, right? Between now and then. People were dying, but not like from 2020 on. I mean, like, we can like, you know, I want to talk cat's ears off, but I mean, like, we can pull up famous people that died since 2020, and then we can get up out of here. You don't see no one talking about these people whatsoever. Like, you know, like you know, you're crazy. Why? Because death is like, we're like desensitized to it now. My bad. Hold on. How many let's say celebrities. Died since. I have another keyboard. I don't know why I'm using this one. Since Juventus. Watch this. Thousands, bro, thousands of notable celebrities, actors, musicians, and public figures have died since 2020. Wait, nigga, not hundreds, nigga, thousands, bro. Told you. But if I were to ask the average person, hey man, how many celebrities have died? But they'd be like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't like. Nigga, desensitized to celebrities dying and shit. This is just, I'm not even talking about us, the normal people. We're using celebrities. And they go on, because the definition of celebrity, nigga. Come on, bro. What we're talking about, bro. Kobe Bryant, Janet Bryant, Betty White, Terry Jones, Jack Burns, Kirk Douglas. I mean, bro. Read more. Thousands, bro. Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, Betty White. For those of us who remember her, right? Betty White. I'm not sure to think the Golden Girls. Terry Jones, Jack Burns, Kirk Douglas, the father. Kenny Rogers. I didn't even know he died, bro. Kenny Rogers was a staple in black families. He was like of humble Irish and Native American heritage. The boys, right? Kenny Rogers, for some reason, was prominent in black families. Like, you know what I mean? Julie Bennett, Bill Withers. Didn't even know, bro. Bill Withers died, bro. Right? A lot of people you never heard of. Some people you have. Little Richard, Andre Harrell, Betty Wright, Jerry Stiller. You know, it just goes on. Carl Reiner, Pop Smoke, Huey, Kelly Preston. I mean, bro, right? It just goes. Chad Boseman, Black Panther. It just goes on. Eddie Van Halen, bro. Sean Connery, the original, well, not the original, but James Bond, 007. We just lost freaking Rob Bass this year, a few weeks ago. And a couple of years ago, we had DJ Easy Rock died. Thousands died, bro. Do you see people talking about him like, yeah, man? No, we don't even fucking even know. Do y'all know that Humpty Hump died? Shock G? Thousands, bro. We're desensitized to it. Time speeding up, people dying, crazy. Remember what they said? Take Keith. High school players. Susan Kana said, I remember hearing about a lot of soccer players expiring after they got the juice. Devion said, I have 5 people die in a stint of 2 years. See what I'm saying? First generation that is dumber than the previous. 80s generation was the last real people, generation that seeks God. I mean, I grew up, well, 90s was my time, I'm talking teen, but you know what I'm saying? I know. I said, Drake's, one of Drake's producers. 29 years old, bro. We didn't get to live out half his days, bro. Well, the times are speeding up, bro. That's a fact. And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh God. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a blessed day. Hey, do something new. Hey. If y'all got gaming PCs, let me know. If y'all have the newest Xbox, let me know. If you do, go get Forza Horizon 6. Trust me, bro. You ain't got to be the most sim racing nigga, whatever. You can go save up, get the game first, use a controller. I'm telling you, if you can get a Hori Apex, I have an actual sim wheel over there. But the one I use is just like a controller. It's a wheel. Force Horizon, I got all the fly rides. Me and Devion be chilling, kicking it, just rolling. You know what I mean? Trust me, bro. You'll be over there a lot. So, anyways, that's how you slow down time, man. Find something new to do, bro. That fucking, and work with your people, man, to forward the truth, bro. Fucking just making videos and shit is cool, but we've been doing this, and then look what they flooded the whole shit with our people are dumber now than ever were. They've been said, yep. Hey, look for the Mafia X Street Samurai on Discord. Yes, look for Street Samurai on Discord. You'll find me and Devion on there. You'll find Jessurin's over there. And a few other brothers. Keeper, I think, is over there on Discord. So yeah, man. Anyways, y'all have a blessed day. Remember what I said? I ain't give out no medical information. But nigga, time's speeding up, man. It just is. I mean, shit. It just is, bro. All praise to Yahweh God. I'll catch you guys next broadcast. Shalom.
Crash beamers, get my slacks out the cleaners. My queen don't even speak English. Watches on arms, rings on fingers. Knows who plays like Coltrane and Mingus. If you can't play the game, wing it. Remember, lead singers need wingmen smooth as Luther Ingram. Ordained, shoe game strained. Eddie Kane's pain, heavy chain, sex, cocaine, a fresh chest pain. Dress plain, clipping white planes. My life's changed. Polite ways, nice waves, white slaves. My nights is like the Ice Age, ice capades. I rock the Isaac Hayes shades. It was a phase, the legacy, the flesh of an MC's a delicacy. I delicately squeeze shots from the celibacy. I'm like Denzel and Pelican Brief. Porsche's yellow like American cheese. My taste in women's like Sade. We left the soiree, the Jaguar's great, the caviar's great. Swipe the black card, 4.6 come with the crash bar. Seats white like Terry Bradshaw. It's tough business, ducking the sentence. We hustlers, sinners, crushing the fittest. Touch spinach, bro, man, nigga chillin'. Bro, man, nigga chillin', it's tough business. I'm ducking the sinners. We hustlers, sinners, crushing the fittest. Touch spinach, bro, man, nigga chillin'. Man, nigga chillin'. Water whipping work, whip the vert, twist perk, hit him where it hurt. $800 shirt, bitches flirt. I kick up dirt, shit, burp. Fences with the skirt, rubber get burnt. Ducking 5-0, Tybo, Oslo. Keep the 45 by the thigh bone. Chanel socks, locks, tip the bell hop. Checks is in the mailbox. Think we used to sell rocks. Flex the gators with the petrified eye. Accessorize neckties, cuff links, rough minks. Just think I can knock your buzzer just with one blink. Cause ain't nothing sweet, bucket heat, hookers rub feet. Hoes we never cuff them, let them run free. The clothes shit is custom, we run things don't run weak. Crocodile down, Dundee. It was a Dundee. Hoes often tell me I got dumb G. It's tough business, ducking the sinners. We hustlers, sinners, crushing the fittest. Touch spinach, bro, man, nigga chillin'. Bro, man, nigga chillin', it's tough business, ducking the sinners. We hustlers, sinners, crushing the fittest. Touch spinach, bro, man, nigga chillin'. Bro, man, nigga chillin'. Good looking, my nigga. Straight up.